existence in his country, and the people there knew him very well. And so one day Peter went down to the public assistance, and he had spoke to this counselor, which he's had several times. And the counselor sat him down and said, Peter, do you really believe that this is truly something that God has in store for you? Do you really believe that God is trying to make some continual experience or reality for you? And Peter said, absolutely. And the counselor said, well, that's a beautiful thing, because you know what? We're not going to give you any more money. And so he was had admitted himself that maybe this was a God providence that had taken place. And so they said, well, you know, since it's God providence, we're going to let you go along your way, Mr. Peter. And so Peter went along his way and began to develop a spiritual community that began to develop wonderful vegetables. They grew vegetables, and that these vegetables were, if you will, grew literally largely, and that it was built upon, or they grew within a desolate, if you will, soil, and that the soil had no minerals or any of the substance to grow, but they collectively as a community begin to allow upon the invisible, totally rely upon it, because they didn't have any money, and the public assistants were no longer going to allow them to receive any more money. And so we must begin to totally rely upon the infinite presence in order to make our way to understand our divinity, our oneness, our union with this thing called life. And so life is operating through you and to him right now. And therefore, there is this wonderful spiritual community from which it was built on, because he only had to rely upon the presence of God. And so maybe whatever you're going through or growing through is an opportunity, not where you are, if you will, an individual that is being punished, but that it is maybe the opportunity for you to begin to rely upon the presence of God. Hello? And that you must be willing to allow yourself to step into this invisible, infinite possibility of all good that's waiting for you. You must match that idea, that vision, that frequency with the infinite, or the divine infinite invisible field. Some of it called the divine matrix. Some of us call it the infinite possibility realm. Whatever you want to call it as a reading, it's already done. It's only activated by your frequency. Hello. So you must match your frequency to the idea of that which you are desiring, and therefore the law of God will draw that to you. It's none of your business about shall you meet the CEO of the company, or it's none of your business shall you meet the right dancer, the right singer, the right, if you will, director. It's none of your business about that, because if you are operating and matched with the frequency, it's drawn unto you. Hello, catch that. This is the effortless effort of us trying to make something happen, because we are constantly and continually, if you will, allowing ourselves to try to make something happen. Hello, who do you know? Particularly here in the city of what we call ourselves angels. It's all about who we know, but it's not about who you know. It's about who you are. Hello, ye are the sons and daughters of the Most High. It's the Father's good pleasure to give you the kingdom. A cattle on 1,000 hills belong to you by right of your awareness. So to the degree that you allow yourself to vibrate with the frequency, to match yourself with this divine idea, the invisible is made visible. But where we get stuck at, we are so busy trying to figure out how is this miracle going to happen. Hello. The miracle has already happened. You just got to match up with it. And the moment that you begin to match up with it, everything rushes in to obey. Everything that you need to complete this idea is established. Hello. But you must be anchored in that. Hello. But if you're operating from fear, doubt, lack, worry, shame, and blame, you are pushing away your divine idea. And then you'll say, see there, I knew that wasn't going to work. I knew that. Well, yeah, because that's your vibration. That's your frequency. Prove it now. Herewith said the Lord of hosts, that I will pour out from you the window of blessing so largely that you will not have room enough to receive it. You must be willing to stand at the gate, the door of your consciousness, and vibrate this frequency of the all good. You are either a master or a victim. Now, some of us, there's some people that you meet, they got to tell you their whole story. What happened to them, why it happened to them, who did it to them, and everything else. And they tell a story every time you see them. Every time you say, tell you the same story, or something else happened at worse, or something. That's what the conversation is about. That's their frequency. And when you engage in that, you're operating from that same frequency. And that frequency begins to block your good. So you want to hang out with people of like mind. When somebody starts talking about things on a lower level, you need to say, hey, I'll see you later. I can't afford it. I'm hanging out in the highest idea, waiting on my divine infinite blessing, you see. And so this is why it's never indicated in the reading that you must come to the end result of the thing. No worries about how you're going to get there. Just hang out in the vibration that it's already so. And if it's already so, you got a different kind of vibration. You're walking around, hey, love that. It's a beautiful thing, right? And you're holding on to that vibration, and therefore the divine infinite spirit, the invisible, becomes a reality in your life. Catch that. You are the captain of your ship. Hello. And so it's from this place that either we're acting as a victim or a master. And as a victim, we're always complaining or blaming. Hello. There's always something so wrong with me. I am a survival. I'm a survival of this. I'm a survival of that. Well, keep on being a survival and telling the whole moral story, or you can talk about how it has shifted you to step into this invisible presence and trust in it. You must have belief, meaning faith in this divine idea that you desire to unfold. You must be willing to let go of the old and step into the new. And as I indicated this morning, if you woke up, start thinking about your problems, you're stuck in the past. Why? Because that same emotion that you're having about whatever your problem is the same emotion you've had in the past. Hello, catch that. That means that you are continuing to vibrate and begin to consciousness, and therefore the vibration, the frequency of your divine idea is moving from you. And so you want to not be concerned about what happened, when it happened, what she said, what he did, and how he done it. Your focus is on the end result of that which you desire. That means it's already done. It's already done within the mind of God. But we must match our frequency to it. And when we become keenly aware of that, then everything that we need rushes in and obey. Are you a master or a victim? There's an internal technology in you that we've talked about that what you think, that what you have an emotion becomes your feeling, and your feeling is the thing that vibrates and moves out into the universe, so to speak, and therefore it matches that idea and brings it into fruition. When you understand that, then you will begin to check yourself more often. You'll begin to check your emotions. Where am I at? Am I talking about, am I one that is keeping my attention on what somebody did or didn't do? Or it might be what you're thinking about me right now. I don't know, but it's up to you. You are the one that needs to be aware of where your vibration is. And so we want to stand up in the awareness of knowing that since God is for us, no thing can be against us. No thing. And you are the captain of your ship. You are either one that is mastering your experience or you are one that is being victimized. And we come to the space here knowing that we are sons and daughters of the Most High. And that as we stand into this awareness of knowingness, that all needs are met based upon where I'm vibrating from, based upon the frequency from which I'm operating, that everything works together for our good. And so it comes to this space, it comes to this place to know that, some people that all they do is complain all the time. Hello, blame and shaming somebody, and including themselves, guilting themselves. And that those are the people you want to say, I'll see you later, I got to go. Hello, because I cannot afford to allow your vibration, your frequency to overtake